The role of fashion in royal ceremonies through the ages. Welcome back to Threads and Tunes, your go-to channel for all things fashion and culture. Today, we are diving into a fascinating topic, the role of fashion in royal ceremonies through the ages. From the grandeur of medieval banquets to the modern-day coronations, fashion has always played a significant role in how royalty presents itself to the world. So, grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's explore this stylish journey through time. Fashion has always been a powerful form of expression, and nowhere is this more evident than in royal ceremonies. These events are not just about tradition, they are a showcase of power, identity, and culture. In ancient times, royal attire was often adorned with symbols that conveyed status and authority. For instance, in ancient Egypt, pharaohs wore elaborate headdresses and jewelry, which signified their divine right to rule. The colors and materials used in their garments were strictly regulated, ensuring that only the highest members of society could wear them. As we move into the Middle Ages, we see a shift in royal fashion. Kings and queens began to adopt more elaborate styles, showcasing luxurious fabrics and intricate designs. The use of rich colors like purple, which was often reserved for royalty, became a staple in royal wardrobes. Ceremonies during this time, such as coronations and weddings, were grand affairs where fashion played a central role. The outfits worn by the royal family were not only a reflection of their wealth, but also a way to reinforce their power and legitimacy. Fast forward to the Renaissance period, where fashion took on a whole new level of artistry. Royal ceremonies became a canvas for displaying the latest trends, and the fashion choices of monarchs were closely watched and emulated by the nobility. Gowns were adorned with elaborate embroidery, while men wore ruffs and doublets that emphasized their status. These events were not just about tradition, they were opportunities for self-expression, and fashion became an essential part of the narrative. In the 18th century, we see the emergence of more defined fashion trends, influenced by European courts. The French court, in particular, set the standard with extravagant styles that included powdered wigs, delicate fabrics, and ornate accessories. Royal ceremonies during this time were theatrical spectacles, and the fashion choices made by the royals were often seen as statements of political power. The attire worn during events like the coronation of Louis XVI was designed to leave a lasting impression, reinforcing the grandeur of the monarchy. As we entered the 19th century, the influence of fashion continued to evolve. The Victorian era brought with it a sense of formality and decorum in royal attire. Ceremonies were characterized by modest yet elegant styles, with an emphasis on modesty and virtue. This period saw the introduction of white wedding dresses, which became a staple for royal weddings, symbolizing purity and new beginnings. The 20th century marked a significant shift in royal fashion, with the influence of modernity and global cultures. Events like the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II were broadcast to millions, making fashion choices even more impactful. The Queen's gown, designed by Norman Hartnell, was a blend of tradition and modernity, featuring intricate embroidery and a flowing silhouette. This moment solidified the idea that royal fashion could bridge the gap between history and contemporary style. Today, fashion in royal ceremonies continues to evolve, reflecting both tradition and modern sensibilities. From the stunning outfits worn by Meghan Markle during her wedding to Prince Harry to the regal attire of Kate Middleton, modern royals are not just figures of authority, they are also style icons. Their choices often spark trends and influence the fashion industry, showing that royal fashion remains relevant in today's world. As we wrap up our exploration of the role of fashion in royal ceremonies through the ages, it's clear that clothing is more than just fabric. It's a powerful tool for storytelling, identity, and tradition. Royal fashion continues to captivate us, reminding us of the rich history and cultural significance behind each garment. Thank you for joining us today on Threads and Tunes. If you enjoyed this journey through royal fashion history, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more captivating content. We love having you as part of our community, and we can't wait to see you in our next video.